Thank you for joining me today. A blessed Sabbath to all. Welcome to our reading of the Ministry of Healing 1905 by Ellen G. White. We are now reading Responsibility of Parents. Before I do share with you this reading, I would like to invite you for a word of prayer. Father in heaven, glory and honor be to your name. Thank you so much for the opportunity to read this word, this book, Ministry of Healing. May continue to guide us and lead us to the truth and healing. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, amen. Responsibility of parents. Often, intemperance begins in the home by the use of rich and healthful food. The digestive organs are weakened. And a desire is created for food that is still more stimulating. Thus, the appetite is educated to crave continually something stronger. The demand for stimulants becomes more frequent and more difficult to resist. The system becomes more or less filled with poison. And the more debilitated it becomes, the greater is the desire for these things. One step in the wrong direction prepares the way for another. Many who would not be guilty of placing on their table wine or liquor of any kind will load their table with food, which creates such a thirst for strong drink that to resist the temptation is almost impossible. Wrong habits of eating and drinking destroy the health and prepare the way for drunkenness. There would soon be little necessity for temperance crusades if in the youth who formed and fashioned society, right principles in regard to temperance could be implanted. Let parents begin a crusade against intemperance at their own firesides. In the principles they teach their children to follow from infancy, that they may hope for success. There is work for mothers in helping their children to form correct habits and pure taste. Educate the appetite. Teach the children to abhor stimulants. Bring your children up to have moral stamina to resist the evil that surrounds them. Teach them that they are not to be swayed by others, that they will not yield to strong influences, but to influence others for good. Great efforts are made to put down intemperance, but there is much effort that is not directed to the right point. The advocates of temperance reform should be awake to the evils resulting from the use of unwholesome food, condiments, tea, and coffee. We bid all temperance workers Godspeed, but we invite them to look more deeply into the cause of the evil they war against, and to be sure that they are consistent in reform. It must be kept before the people that the right balance of the mental moral powers depends in a great degree on the right condition of the physical system. All narcotics and unnatural stimulants that enfeeble and degrade the physical nature tend to lower the tone of the intellect and morals. Intemperance lies at the foundation of the moral depravity of the world. By the indulgence of perverted appetite, man loses his power to resist temptation. Temperance reformers had a work to do in educating the people in these lines. Teach them that health, character, and even life are endangered by the use of stimulants, which excite the exhaustive energies to a natural spasmodic action. In relation to tea, coffee, tobacco, and alcoholic drinks, the only safe course is to touch not, taste not, handle not. The tendency of tea, coffee, and similar drink is in the same direction as that of alcoholic liquor and tobacco. And in some cases, the habit is as difficult to break as it is for the drunkard to give up intoxicants. Those who attempt to leave off these stimulants will for a time feel a loss and will suffer without them. But by persistence, they will overcome the craving and cease to feel the lack. Nature may require a little time to recover from the abuse she has suffered, but give her a chance and she will again rally and perform her work nobly and well. Proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. Let the oppressed go free. Break every yoke. The liquor traffic and prohibition. May God continue to bless you and keep you as we will read this chapter next time.